bonus reading. So congratulations to making it to the bonus. The messages that I put forth, they are timeless. So whenever you click on this video, that's when the energy can resonate the most. They're also general, so not everything will apply, Sagittarius. Just take what does and leave the rest. I just finished Capricorn. So if you have any significant placements in Capricorn, you're on a cusp, cross-watching, definitely go watch the reading. Um, I just really appreciate all of the support and the positive energy. May God return that to each and every one of you 10, 20, 200, a million fold. So I'm not going to prolong the time. I want to go ahead and jump right into it. Spirit, give me some energy for Sagittarius. What is the message? What would you like for Sagittarius to know at this time? What is the energy? What is the message for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? What would you like for Sagittarius to know? Okay. So, illumination with wonders. Okay. For some of you, you may be like wondering how something happened. Or this could be going on with somebody else. Somebody's wondering, like, how did something happen? Illumination. Like, how did that happen with wonders? How did something become exposed? Somebody may not believe something. Tell me more. Something has to do with somebody's faith. A test of somebody's faith. Give me another energy for Sag. Purity. Some of you could be cleansing, or you may need to cleanse, Sagittarius. Tell me more. Give me one more energy for Sagittarius. What is the energy, Spirit? Community. And this came out in Capricorn's reading. In solitude. Okay, Virgo energy. You could have Virgo highly aspected. So you could be distancing yourself away from a community of people. Something could also have to do with gossip. I feel like you're not in alignment with someone or certain people anymore, Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck, yes, transformation. Scorpio energy. So you're you're changing. Like you're not the same. Where this is what's getting ready to happen, Sagittarius. Give me some energy for illumination. Why is illumination here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is illumination here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Oh, I am a creator. Okay. So for some of you, this is you becoming aware of like your gifts, what you have to offer, tapping into your Empress energy, your feminine energy, whether you are masculine or feminine. That's what you're tapping into. The number 28, 82, the number 10, the number 2 or 8 could be significant. Why is wonders here for Sagittarius? What is the message? You're realizing how powerful you are, that you have more control than you think you do, Sagittarius. Give me an energy for wonders. Why is wonders here for Sagittarius? What is the message? I am supported. You're going to be seeing like a lot of signs, synchronicities. Something may even scare you a little bit, Sagittarius. Just how things are playing out. All of these synchronicities, signs from God, the universe, but this is God co-signing you. Like this is confirmation for you, whatever you're seeing. You may want to pay attention to numbers at this time, number synchronicities. Why is purity here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is purity here? I am unbreakable. Okay. So for some of you, you're taking your power back. Something has to do with you cleansing. Like ever since you cleanse, like you are realizing just how powerful you are. You're able to manifest. I'm hearing stepping out on the scene. So you're being more confident. Or again, this is something that's going to happen once you do cleanse. And for some of you, this cleansing could just have to do with you, setting boundaries with certain people in your life, distancing yourself from certain people. The number 14, 4, 5, 1, number 9. Why is community here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is community here for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? Okay, so I am passionate. So chasing after your dreams, Sagittarius. Somebody could be also trying to look you up or find information out on you, about you. Um, for some of you, I feel like this is you, like, I'm hearing surveying, keeping record of what you have experienced when it comes to a community of people. Tell me more. This could be family. For some of you, something can have to do with your neighbor as well, or the neighborhood you stay in. Why is solitude here? I feel like the people that you used to party with, hang out with, you're not doing that anymore. Like, I just want to be to myself. You're using wisdom. You're using good judgment here, Sagittarius. Why is solitude here? I surrender, exactly. You're giving up what's not for you. What is not for you, what no longer benefits you, you are letting it go. Tell me about transformation. Why is transformation here for Sagittarius? Because you're realizing with this I am passionate, again, looking at how she's looking at this newspaper here, it's like, what does this really bring me? How does this benefit me long term? Give me an energy for transformation. Why is transformation here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? I am blessed. Thank you. Transformation. So this is you. For some of you, you could have been looking at life as the glass being half empty, being very pessimistic. So this is you changing your stance. This is you changing your perspective on what it is around you, on the life that you're living. So you're taking inventory. And you're starting to see that you have a multitude of things to be grateful for. And then I also have, I am celebrated. So celebrating you, loving on you. For some of you, these are people, or this is somebody in particular that's seeing you as a blessing in their life. They're changing, the view when it comes to your relationship with them. This could be a parent for some of you. This could be somebody you're in a relationship with. For some of you, this could be a child or your children. But somebody or certain people are realizing just how blessed they are to have you in their life. Community. This could be a community seeing this. This could be you finally getting your flowers for someone. So let's go ahead and pull some more energy. Spirit, tell me, why is illumination here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is illumination here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Gourmet Chef. Okay, it may have taken you some time, but you're now here. You started from the bottom, now we're here, Sagittarius. It took you a while, but it's like now you are realizing your power, your strength. Tell me more about illumination. I feel like people are also realizing how powerful you are. Why is illumination here for Sagittarius? The Chariot in the reverse. For some of you, you're realizing you should have stopped something a long time ago, or you should have stopped dealing with someone a long time ago. Cancer energy on the Chariot. Something that has to do with the Cancer. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? For some of you, something has to do with somebody you have a child or children with. Why is the Gourmet Chef here for Sagittarius? The Princess of Cups. The costume designer. Tell me more about the Chariot in the reverse. The Ace of Wands. You know what? For some of you, something has to do with passion. Like you should have stopped being intimate with someone a long time ago. For some of you, there is a child. Somebody birthed a child out of this situation. And it's becoming illuminated. Like, hey, you know what? I should have been left this situation. I should have trusted my intuition and walked away a long time ago. I should have made a different judgment call. I'm telling you, judgment with the Empress here. Somebody has a kid. Somebody has, there's a child here, but somebody's finally seeing the truth about who they have a child with, who you have a child with. So for some of you with this, with me saying somebody's finally seeing the truth about who they have a child with, this could be somebody energetically tied to you. Somebody's realizing maybe they should have just stayed single, kept their money to themselves. Something has to do with finances for some of you. Give me an energy for wonders. Why is wonders here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is wonders here for Sagittarius? The Prince of Wands. The Journalist. Tell me more. The Hangman in the reverse. Somebody took like quick action. Somebody felt like they had to make a choice very fast. Like something happened very quickly. Give me an energy for the Prince of Wands. Why is the Prince of Wands here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? I have Temperance. Sagittarius, your energy, but it's in the reverse. So it wasn't balanced. I feel like you were not able to make a proper decision. Something was not balanced at all. You were not balanced. For some of you, you were not balanced enough to make this choice. Maybe you needed more time. But something happened too quickly. Something happened too fast. Why is the Hangman in the reverse here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is the Hangman in the reverse? The Star. Aquarius energy. So somebody was chasing after the Star. For some of you, you could have been chasing after an Aquarius, or an Aquarius was chasing after you. Somebody, you know what? Somebody thought they had the Star. Somebody thought they made the right choice when it came to a connection, a relationship, and with this, I am supported. Somebody could have been egged on, like, hey, go deal with such and such. Be with such and such. This could be a friend or a friend group or family. Somebody really thought they made the right decision. They chose the right one. Why is the Hangman in the reverse here? But something deals with time. Somebody did something entirely too fast. Somebody needed to take their time. Why is the Hangman in the reverse here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? Somebody got into a commitment too fast. Something has to do with somebody getting into a commitment. Somebody committed to someone entirely too fast. They rushed, thank you, Spirit, into a commitment. And it was people backing this. There was a lot of support when it came to someone making this decision, or when it came to you making this decision. Why is Temperance in the reverse here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is Temperance in the reverse here for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? The luxury. Yeah, somebody's dealing with someone who's very lazy, who doesn't want much. Who does not want much out of life. Luxury. Somebody thought something was going to be better than it actually was, or it is. Tell me more about purity. Why is purity here for Sagittarius? Yeah, somebody rushed into a commitment, but a lot of people backed it. Somebody thought they were making the right decision. Why is purity here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is purity here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? Why is purity here? What is the energy? The Three of Cups. Yeah. Something deals with a celebration here. Somebody definitely was celebrating. Something also deals with a third party. Somebody wanted something in access. Somebody needed to thank you, Spirit. Somebody needed to work on themselves. Somebody needed to heal. They needed to cleanse. They needed to purify their energy in order to make a decision like this, but they did not. And somebody was not in the right energy. They were not balanced enough. I also have the Queen of Cups, the therapist. Somebody could actually be in therapy. Somebody's not realizing this. I am unbreakable. So you know what? Somebody's now piecing their life back together. Somebody's putting their life back together. Something, I'm hearing a quiet storm. So something happened abruptly. Somebody definitely went through a storm. Somebody went through like a very significant change here. Why is abundance here for Sagittarius? Why is the Three of Cups here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is the Three of Cups here? Okay. The Knight of Swords, the Game Master. Somebody was getting played. Whoever somebody was dealing with, this third party energy, they was getting played the entire time. So with this Queen of Cups, somebody wore a good mask. Somebody pretended like they cared, like, you know, they were genuine, they were compassionate, loving, motherly. They played the role for as long as they needed to in order to get this commitment. Give me an energy for the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is the Three of Cups here for Sagittarius? I have the Knight of Cups. You know what? For some of you, even though this person got played, it's no one's fault but their own. Because they were in this, like, seducer energy. So somebody wanted to be a player. And the player got played. They got manipulated. Thinking they were, you know, the boss. They were in charge. But no. They was dealing with somebody that was smarter than them. Judgment. That was somebody's karma. Whoever somebody ended up with was their karma. Why is the Therapist here for Sagittarius? What is the message? I have the Prince of Cups. This person was already scoping this masculine or feminine energy out. Anyway, somebody already had their eyes. I'm hearing target. So this person was a target for this Queen of Cups energy. For some of you, this is somebody that does this all the time. So somebody could have definitely been manipulated, used, especially for their money, their finances. Ace of Pentacles, Justice. Somebody could be going through court. For some of you, it's giving me like somebody like got pregnant to come up, literally, financially, to be taken care of. Eight of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody who, you know what? For some of you, it was a plan. This was like a scheme. Somebody planned to have this person come back to them, lure this person back to them, and they could have used this community to do so. Friends, family. And this masculine or feminine brought into it, or to make someone stay with them so they won't leave. Don't walk away from me. I'm hearing the song by Jade, Don't Walk Away. Give me, somebody did not want this person to walk away, or didn't want you to walk away, Sagittarius. I have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that has to do with work, who somebody works with. These two people couldn't work together. That's what Spirit is saying. It wasn't meant to work. They couldn't work together. It was unstable. It wasn't balanced. This was not someone that this person or you could build with. And again, I'm saying this person because for some of you, I do feel like this is happening outside of your energy. This is somebody else that is tied to you. Give me an energy for community. Why is community here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is community here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? Why is community here? Okay, I have the Emperor and the Princess of Disc in the reverse. Somebody was told not to start over. For some of you, this community is somebody's spiritual guidance. Somebody was told not to start over and not to go in that direction. But somebody didn't take heed to the warning. Somebody didn't learn the lesson. Thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this happened because somebody needed to learn a lesson. Somebody was too free-spirited. They were moving too quickly. Somebody needed to slow down. So this happened so that this person or you could slow down. Why is the Emperor here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? I have Strength, Leo energy. Somebody was real stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Somebody super focused like on what they wanted. This is somebody that had to get their way. Why is the Emperor here? Something can have to do with a boss figure for some of you. Tell me more about the Emperor. I have Truce. Four of Swords. Somebody didn't want to change. Somebody was at peace with the way things were. With the choices they made, the lifestyle they lived. Somebody didn't see any need to change, to do anything better, to be different. Why is the Princess of Disc here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is the Princess of Disc here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? Why is the Princess of Disc in the reverse here? Okay. Ooh, I have the Princess of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was told that they didn't need to worry, or somebody is being told they don't need to worry. Something deals with somebody's finances, but this person needs to worry. Somebody needs to worry. There is a concern here when it comes to somebody's finances, their stability. Something could also be going on with someone's health as well. Why is the Princess of Swords here for Sagittarius? What's the energy? Why is the Princess of Swords here for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? I have the Nine of, okay, the Nine of Wands. Somebody's going through something they don't want anyone to know about. Like they're trying to protect their privacy. They don't want people to know about this, whether it's financial, health-wise. Somebody's trying to keep something under wraps. They're trying to keep something a secret. Somebody could actually also be homeless. Somebody may be struggling to like keep a roof over their head, shelter. Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? The Empress. Libra, Taurus energy. So for some of you, this is somebody who they had their guard up towards you. Somebody was told to put their guard up towards you, not to trust you. Somebody left you out in the cold, but now they want to come and rectify the situation. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody now wants a do-over, Sagittarius. Tell me more about solitude. For some of you, too, this is somebody who could have left you as a single parent, a single mom or dad. Why is solitude here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? I have peace. Somebody has no peace. You know what? This person is alone. Somebody's all by themselves. I'm telling you, like I said, something was fun. Something was a setup. Somebody wore a mask and this person fell for it. They did something too fast, too quickly. Somebody rushed into a situation. Somebody got the wrong advice, but they took it. Somebody didn't trust themselves. They didn't pray about it. They didn't listen to their intuition, their divine guidance. For some of you, somebody was instructed not to go down this path, not to do this, not to do that, but they still did it. Somebody's very hard-headed. They're very stubborn. Like I said, somebody's very comfortable in who they are, who they were. Somebody didn't want to change. And now this person is alone. And they're stressing out by themselves. And it's like all the people that were around them when they were on top, when they had everything together and the money was flowing and they were successful, they're gone. No one is there, or barely. People are falling by the wayside here. Like people are leaving, they're dropping off. Somebody's by themselves, or they will be alone as they go through this struggle, this challenge. It's going to awaken somebody. It's going to open somebody's eyes, like who's real, who's fake, who's actually there for them, and who's just there to use them. Something is definitely a wake-up call for someone. Why is solitude here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? For some of you too, this could be something that's going on with your very own child. Your very own child. Give me an energy for solitude. Why is solitude here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is solitude here for Sagittarius? What's the energy? The Hierophant, but this is God. Whatever is happening is God. Taurus energy. Somebody gotta have Taurus, heavy Taurus in this reading, by the way. Somebody is going through all of this. They're stressing out. They have no peace, and it's God. God is doing this. God is orchestrating all of this. Somebody needs to open their eyes. It's time for somebody to wake up. They should have woke up a long time ago, but they refused. Somebody ego, pride. Somebody's too stubborn. So God is forcing this person's hand, or is forcing your hand, Sagittarius. Take it as it resonates. Why is the Two of Swords in the reverse here for Sagittarius? What is the message? Why is the Two of Swords here in the reverse for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? Why is this here? I have the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's stressing at work. Whatever somebody does for work, it stresses them out. They have no peace at work. Seven of Cups. Somebody may not know what they're doing at work. Somebody don't know how to do the job. For some of you, whether this is work related, somebody looked over you for a job, for a position. Yeah, I'm hearing to hire you or to give you a promotion. Whoever they chose over you, this person don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to do the job. And it's stressful. It's stressing this masculine or feminine energy out, whoever this emperor is, because whoever they chose, they don't know what they're doing. Why is the Hierophant here for Sagittarius? What is the message? And I feel like where somebody is stressing at work, they don't want people to know. Somebody, you know what? Because this person has a lot of other things going on behind the scenes. So it is starting to seep into their work, but they don't want anyone to know. Somebody's still trying to hide their struggle, hide their challenges. They don't want people to find out about this. Somebody's pretending like they're happy, like they have everything together. It's status quo. It's the same as it has always been, but it's not. Give me an energy for the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is the Hierophant here for Sagittarius? What is the energy, Spirit? Why is the Hierophant here? What is the message? Okay. The Six of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody thought they were so good at being in this Knight of Wands energy. Somebody thought, you know what? Somebody thought a certain lifestyle, being a player, like it was actually gonna, they were gonna win. Like they didn't see how their ways could bring them failure. Somebody really thought they were going to win being in this toxic, low vibrational energy. They didn't see anything else. They didn't see how this could lead to their downfall. Somebody always thought they were going to be on top. Why is the Six of Wands here for Sagittarius? What is the energy? Why is the Six of Wands here for Sagittarius? What is the message, Spirit? We do have a lot of fire in this reading. Princess of Swords. Prince of Swords, I should say. The Hacker. And wow. Failure. This is all God. That's what I'm getting with this Hacker to the Seven. This is all God. It's like this person didn't see, but God knew the entire time. And for some of you, you already knew that somebody was destined to fail being on this path. Somebody was on the wrong path. This is all being divinely orchestrated. Because I'm even looking at his hands on the keyboard. This is all being divinely orchestrated. And things are going to keep going downhill as long as this person is in this low vibrational energy. It's not going to get better. Somebody has to what? Transform. Somebody has to change. Give me an energy for transformation. The Fool in the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody just has to take that leap. Somebody has to take a chance on themselves. Somebody has to be willing to begin again, to start over, to do something different. Somebody has to get out of their head, has to stop allowing people to influence them, to run interference, and just do what they need to do for themselves. Starting over, solo. Transformation. That's the only way they're going to see this change. Stop letting people speak into your ear, or this person has to stop letting people get into their ear. And I feel like with Valor at the bottom of the deck, a lot of people are not going to like this. A lot of people are not going to like this new you, or what this is, this person. A lot of people are not going to like this new energy this person is carrying, but it's okay. Light is not for them. You get one life to live. They have to worry about their life, their path, not your Sagittarius, or not this person's. Everybody gets their own life. You can do whatever you want to with that life. You are given. What somebody else has going on, that is not for you. That's not for you. That's not your concern. Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own relationship with God. Everybody has their own purpose. You have to find what works for you. I feel like a lot of people are going to start to distance themselves, but it's a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you, rejection is a blessing. Do you hear me? That's just God removing people out of the way that don't serve you anyways. That's just going to keep you stagnant in the same place. Or when you do get to the top, when you are successful, when you do go through your transformation and have this growth, they'll be there to pull you right back down. Because not everybody want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you do better for yourself. And for some of you, it can be family. It really can. People competing with you, not wanting things to go in your favor. For some of you, you have people who want to see you at your worst. They celebrate your bad times, your bad days. They be upset when you have a good time. They be upset when you accomplish a goal, when you win, when you have a victory. They be upset when you get into a good relationship, one that's going to lead to a commitment. They be upset at your progress. They be upset at your growth. You building, you saving. They be upset at that. They be upset at the relationship you have with your family, you have with your mom, your dad, your parents, your siblings. They be upset because they feel stagnated. They feel like their life ain't going anywhere. So be mindful of the company you keep. And this change is for you. It ain't for nobody else. I'm telling you. Somebody needs to hear that. This change is for you. And if you don't know, now you know. Juicy, Biggie Smalls. Somebody could be from New York. It ain't for no one else but you. Because it's your life. I'm telling you, this is your life. People be so focused on what other people have going on. They forget they have a life to live. They have a destiny. They have a purpose. They have things to do too. If you focus on you, you ain't going to have time to focus on nobody else. Because you have too much to do. Just like this person have a lot to do, you have a lot to do. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. Definitely take what resonates. And again, if you feel led to, go watch the Capricorn reading. Thank you so much for joining. Everybody who tuned in. Monshare, hello, how are you? Thank you for watching. Bryce, hello. Miss Iz, hello, how are you? How old am I? I'm grown. I'm very, very grown. Way, way, way over 18. I'll say that, way over. I'm gonna put the Rita. Am I saying that correctly? If I'm not, I apologize. But I'm gonna put the information about a personal reading in the description box once I'm done with the live. So give me about like 5 minutes, and I'll put everything in there, upload the picture and everything that I need for this reading. Sue, hello. Sue Green, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the live. Audrey, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Again, I appreciate all of you. Tomorrow I am coming back with the regular readings for the zodiac signs. I'm going to be starting with the fire signs. So Sagittarius, you get another reading tomorrow. I'll also be doing Leo and Aries, and then followed by the water signs on Tuesday, and so forth with the earth and the air signs. So definitely come back and tune in. I hope that you all have a blessed day and stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. We have 10 likes. So the number 10, 10, 10. Somebody could be seeing that number, synchronicity. So again, stay blessed.